oh my god, this is a real donut. Oh wow, it grew! Glazed vibes. Ow! I'm making Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm making Krispy Kreme donuts. We are making Krispy Kreme donuts.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. Yeah, I was gonna do a big intro explaining it, but you already know what it is. I always forget there's titles. Welcome back to my channel. We are back in the kitchen with Rebecca. Today, as you already know by the title, I am attempting being the operative word, because I sure as hell have never made these before. I was thinking of what I was gonna bake this week, and I was like, Rebecca, it has to be, so I have next week's video planned already. This week, I was like, it has to be fun, it has to be out of the box. Also, I want more of a challenge, because I feel like I need one. We are making Krispy Kreme donuts, or attempting to. If you've never tried a Krispy Kreme original glazed donut, I don't know where you've been all your life. I really don't. But Krispy Kreme original glaze is like my favorite out of all the Krispy Kreme donuts. When I was living in Australia, I lived above a 7-Eleven that sold Krispy Kreme donuts. So sometimes on like a Friday going to work, I'd treat myself. It was really fun. It was just a great time, and I felt like a bit of nostalgia. Christmas tea towel in April, absolutely. There's so many more Krispy Kreme donut recipes on YouTube, so I just went with the one with the most views. And also I went to the one, I read all the comments, and like this person has been making donuts for years, and like a load of people in the comments were like, wow. So I'm excited, let's get into the video. There's not a lot of ingredients for this, and I got the yeast, the dried yeast, the gold dust. Apparently dried yeast is like really hard to get at the moment, but I got it. And it's so cute, it came in like all these little sachets. First off, I have to put my dry ingredients in the bowl. Now I'm following a recipe that makes 12, but I'm gonna double this recipe because I feel like if this turns out good, 12 isn't enough. I'm gonna double her recipe, so 280 by 2. I got a new food scales as well. Also, stop, it just said hello. Welcome, if you've never been here before. Hello, hi, my name is Rebecca. We do baking videos every Saturday. It wasn't a thing, and then we became on lockdown, and then everyone started baking. And then I was like, you know what, I can bake. Let's do baking videos every Saturday. I have a whole playlist of like all the baking videos I've done so far. That'll be linked in the bio just in case you're new. Because I know like Krispy Kreme is like, this video might get more views than the average video. I don't know, maybe not, maybe no one's watching. Hello, as I say in every video, I'm not a chef, I'm not a pastry chef, I'm not a baker, nothing like that. I'm literally just making these videos for fun. That is all I have to say about that. 560 grams of flour. How are we all doing? How are we all? I've been tagged in quite a few Instagram stories during the week of people recreating my blondies. Oh my god, those blondies were so good. Also, 560 grams of flour is a lot. And then we need 40 grams of sugar. So I have my sugar here, just regular sugar. I'm actually so excited. Like now, I know I say in every video, I don't know how whatever is gonna taste, but like genuinely, these could go one way or another. Because someone was messaging me on Instagram earlier to put up in my Instagram story about kneading yeast. And they were like, be careful, working with yeast is like quite difficult. This could be a massive fail, but you know what? We're gonna try anyway. Right, we need nutmeg. Now, nutmeg is an essential in this recipe because apparently nutmeg gives that like real donutty flavor, that real, yeah, donutty flavor. Oh God, nutmeg smells awful. How does this make nice donuts? So a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, so you don't actually need that much. That makes sense. I have the dry ingredients. So all the dry ingredients go in first, but not the yeast. The yeast is at a later stage. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So again, I'm using my Himalayan pink salt because that's the type of person I am. So as you can see, this is my bowl of dried ingredients. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna give these a little mix. So you wanna just make sure that all the ingredients are incorporated. Fabulous. So we're putting that the side. Righty-ho, so we need some melted butter. So I'm using, as always, Kerrygold butter. So we need 40 grams of butter, so I'm just gonna put it in the little dish. While that butter is melting, we need 120 grams of whole milk. This recipe does have whole milk. Now, usually I would use like a cashew milk or a oat milk or something, but I'm not like dairy free or anything. I just kind of prefer to it. But in this and online, because I kind of researched it a bit, so online it did say that if you use a different milk it might affect the recipe, and we want these to be very Krispy Kreme like. So I have my milk and I'm going to heat this as well. The milk has to be warm. So we have our melted butter, our milk. I'm making Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm making Krispy Kreme donuts. Will these turn out good? I hope they do, because if they do, I don't have Krispy Kreme where I live, by the way. So I'm bringing Krispy Kreme to me. I have the warm milk in here, and to the warm milk, I'm just gonna add the egg. I'm not gonna show you that now because effort of like moving the camera. I'm gonna add the butter, and I'm going to add the yeast. So you need 7 grams of yeast for this recipe. Oh no, I need 14. Oh my God, I forgot I was doubling the recipe. Uh-oh. Oh my God, thank God I remembered that. So I'm doubling the recipe. Oh my God. Oh my God, that means I need more of everything. Oh God. So we're gonna mix the dry ingredients again. I'm just gonna mix in the extra ones. So I did put in enough flour, but I didn't put in enough of everything else. I only put in the single recipe, but I forgot. We are making 24, not 12. Panic averted, Rebecca. Relax. Ow! Ah, the butter burnt me. This is our bowl of, we have the milk, eggs, butter, and yeast. So I'm just gonna mix that all together till everything is nice and combined. So now we're gonna combine the wet and the dry. So the wet is actually in a bigger bowl. So I'm gonna pour the dry into the wet. And now what the recipe says to do is just mix it in. You can use an electric mixer at this stage of the recipe if you want, but I don't have one. So here we go. So the key to these donuts is the dough has to be sticky and not too floury. Do you know what this is reminding me of? Joe Matilda, where it's like, let's get sticky with Mickey.
Are you ready to get sticky with Mickey?
No, just me? Okay. Now that the dough is all mixed, that everything is together, we're going to take the dough out of the bowl and we're going to knead the dough. So you want to make sure your work surface is obviously clean. We're going to pour some vegetable oil onto the surface as opposed to flour. And this is basically because we want the dough to be nice and sticky. We don't want to add extra flour in at this stage. So we have that there, and now we're just gonna take the dough. I'm actually just gonna get the oil on my hands as well so it doesn't stick to my hands. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna put the dough on the, oh yes, this is perfect. So the dough then goes onto the counter, and as we can see, it's not sticking, which is great. What we're gonna do is we're gonna knead the dough. Now this has to happen for, she said 10 to 15 minutes. So this is gonna be a cute little upper body workout. So the whole purpose behind kneading the dough, just in case you don't know, is to combine everything and to make your donuts nice and fluffy. So the more you knead your dough, the fluffier your donuts will be, and that's why this is such an essential step. She said you have to knead it until it basically becomes sticky again. So what I'm using is just this like cover of the flour to scrape it up off the counter, because she said it will start sticking to the counter when it's kind of nearly ready. So now we're gonna get the dough and we're gonna put it into a bowl, And we're just gonna put some oil at the bottom of the bowl. Not a lot, like a capful. And basically you just wanna put your dough in here. And basically now we're gonna leave the dough. So the dough in the bowl should look like this. And now you want to leave the dough to rise. So if you don't have cling film, which I don't, you can use a damp tea towel to cover the dough. You basically just wanna put it over the bowl like that. We have our bowl with our dough, and basically we have to leave this for an hour and a half to 2 hours, she said. So I'm gonna do an hour and a half. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this to the side, and I'll see you in an hour and a half. So basically the whole idea is that the dough is supposed to rise and ultimately double in size. So while we're waiting, we're gonna actually get the glaze ready. So the glaze is obviously the glazed part of the donut. So what we're going to be dipping the donuts in when they're cooked. We need powdered sugar, which is icing sugar. We need butter, we need milk, and we need vanilla essence. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mix this all together first, and then I'm gonna add the milk accordingly. So I'm gonna mix up all these ingredients and just add the milk, because it says 3 to 5 tablespoons. So I'm gonna add in 2 first, mix it around, and then another 2. That's how I've decided to do this, because I don't think I want my glaze to be too thin. So when the donuts are cooked, I'm gonna do like a tester of the first donut and kind of see, is the icing too thick, I don't want it to be too thin. So I'm gonna leave it this level of thickness now, and then if I think the icing is too thick, I can add in milk then. But to be honest, just gonna do a taste test of the icing. This definitely has Krispy Kreme glazed vibes, which is very exciting. That was the longest hour of my life. Like, I'm so impatient. So we're gonna get our dough. So hopefully this dough has like risen enough. Oh wow, it grew. Look at that. Now this is how I'm gonna cook the donut. So I have a pot and I have some vegetable oil, and you basically just want to put the vegetable oil into the pot. I'm hoping I have enough. So we're gonna sprinkle a bit of flour on our work surface now. She says that's fine, the girl. I think her name's Emma, I could be wrong. What we're gonna do is we're gonna spread that out, and obviously I'm gonna turn the camera angle down so you can see what I'm doing. So voila. And now we're gonna remove our fat ass dough, and it should feel, oh wow, okay, that feels great. So what we're gonna do now is roll it with our rolling pin, and she says it should be like 1 inch thick. Okay, great. So the dough is rolled out. I do not have a donut cutter. Do I have a cookie cutter? Do I have something? Anything? I'm just gonna use something circular. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna make little donuts. So that's like the size, and then I'm just gonna get a thin circle to cut out obviously the hole in the middle. So I'm just gonna use a cap just to get the center out. This is me being very creative. Yay! Oh my god, look! Okay, so we put that to the side, and we're just gonna lay our donuts then up here. Like as one by one, kind of as they're done. Donut number 1. So as you can see, this is what the dough looks like. I've made 10 donuts so far. Look at them. I'm actually so proud of myself. So now I'm gonna re-roll this and basically do the same thing. So I've basically done loads of them now and I'm getting impatient. So we're just gonna do a few testers because I only need to test one and do a taste test and then I'll do the rest. Okay, I'm low-key really nervous, but I think I'm just gonna, why am I so nervous? All of a sudden I'm really nervous. I think it's because I've never made these before. Right, so this is the first tester. Oh my God, okay. I'm getting the donut and putting it into the oil. You don't want the oil to be too hot because if the oil is too hot, then the donuts will like go really dark brown. You want your donuts, okay, oh my God, this is a real donut. Oh God, yeah, you want your donuts to be like a light brown color like the Krispy Kreme ones. And I just left the first one on one side a bit too long, so it's kind of gone a bit dark brown. Can you tell I'm panicking by like the level of speed that I'm talking at? But I'm just gonna make sure these are both cooked at the same size. Okay, they actually cook really quick. So first tester donut is done. Oh my God, she's made a donut. So donut number 2 is ready to go in. Now I'm gonna cook this. So basically, I think when they float to the top, they're done. Okay, this is really trial and error. Okay, that guy's floated to the top, so I'm just gonna flip him. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I literally think that's ready. Oh yeah, this looks better. Okay, so this is a cute, like lighter brown color. Do we see how that's, the first one's definitely burnt, oh Lord. Okay, so they cook really quickly. Sorry, I'm talking really fast. This is the donut, that is the oil. You put it in and it starts like gently bubbling. And then it like rises to the top. And I'm gonna flip it. So I don't want it to be too dark brown. Okay, that's done. So there we go. That is the donut. And then I'm putting it there. So you can probably see now how the first donut was like way too dark. Whereas the other two look more Krispy Kreme like. And that's the vibe we're going for. We're not going for this vibe, we're going for this vibe. Okay, great. So now we're ready to glaze these bad boys. So we have the donut here, right? So we're gonna get the donut and put it in the glaze. And just like flip it around. And then put it back. Oh my God, it's literally like a glazed donut. Oh my God, this is so exciting. So yeah, we just wanna put the donut, like really make sure the whole donut is coated in the glaze. And then pop it back on the wire rack. Oh my God, glazed donuts are really fun to make, I'm not even gonna lie. This glaze is like the perfect, it's not too thick at all. It looks thick in the bowl. Can you see what I'm doing? So it looks thick in the bowl, but then when you actually put it on the donut and like it runs off, it just looks perfect. Okay, the dark brown donut is really ruining my vibe, so we're just gonna get rid of her as well. Oh my God, I'm so happy with myself. These actually look good. I hope these taste good. So this is like the size of the regular donut. Sorry, how good do they look? Okay, that guy's definitely burnt, but how good do they look? Like glazed, yum. And then this guy obviously isn't glazed, but look how thick that is. Like that one was way too thick. If any of these, like this guy looks too thick, that guy looks too thick. So I'm just gonna add these back to the dough so I can like roll them out again because the thick donuts don't do very well. So I'm just gonna stick cooking. Okay, I think it's time for a taste test.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
So here I am with my donuts. I haven't tasted it yet, so I'm not about to toot my own horn, but I'm gonna know fairly quickly whether or not they taste like they're supposed to. I'm actually really nervous. I've never, like, who makes donuts from scratch, like, do you know? So, oh my God, taste test. Okay, so this is it. No, it full on tastes unreal. It literally tastes like a Krispy Kreme donut. I'm not even messing. I really went there. Oh my God. I actually have to eat another one. Like these fully taste like Krispy Kreme. The icing could be a little bit thicker. Oh my god, actually no, the icing's perfect. So that's the inside of the donut. She's really fluffy, really light. Obviously they're just freshly made. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so good. They full on taste like Krispy Kreme donuts, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm actually kind of in shock at myself. I don't know if you can tell. Like normally when I do my taste test, like I know it's gonna taste good. Whereas with these, I was like, this is going one way or another. These are going to either be disgusting. Do you want, I kind of want to taste the burnty one. Would I taste the burnty one? So I have the burnty one here just to taste because I want to see how bad it is, how bad the dark brown one is to the rest of them. Do you know what? It's actually not bad. I give myself another 10 out of 10. No, even the burnt one doesn't taste bad. I can't believe I just made Krispy Kreme donuts. This is definitely another 10 out of 10. I can't believe I made fully Krispy Kreme donuts at home. Like they literally taste just as good as the real thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, if you're gonna attempt to make Krispy Kreme donuts at home, definitely let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, hello, hi, welcome. My name's Rebecca Short. If you like my vibe, do not forget to subscribe, honeys. We just hit 1,500 this week, which is very exciting. Thank you so much for your constant love and support, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, I think you should go out, get all the ingredients to make these yourself, because these are fully phenomenal. Like I've never tasted, like these literally taste like Krispy Kreme. Like I'm not even lying. Like I'm not even lying. Like, oh my god. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Can you tell how happy I am that these taste so amazing?